सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः. Vichara Sagara, page 105, first paragraph, fifth line in the middle. तथापि अस्ति अयं विशेषः ब्रह्मशब्दः स्वरसतो लक्ष्यार्थमेव प्रायशो बोधयति काचित् कतया तु वाच्यार्थमपि ईश्वरशब्दस्तु वाच्यार्थमेव प्रायशो बोधयति लक्ष्यार्थं तु काचित् कतया ईदृग्भेदसद्भावादेव लक्ष्यार्थमवलम्ब्य ब्रह्मशब्दस्य अर्थो भिन्नतया निरूपितः. We completed the Chit Chaturvidya Prakriya, in which we saw the four topics: Jiva Swarupam, Ishvara Swarupam, Kutastha Swarupam, Brahma Swarupam, micro level and macro level. We have understood until now that Jiva is a mixture of three components: reflected consciousness, reflecting medium, and original consciousness. RC, RM and OC. Similarly, Ishvara also is a mixture of same at macro level: RM, RC and OC. Having said this, Nischala has entered a side topic where Brahma Shabda and Ishvara Shabda both are synonymously used, and that differentiation he is just showing here in this aside topic from the previous page 104. We are seeing in this portion, this Kutastha part of Jiva and Ishvara's level and Jiva level, what we are seeing, we are taking that OC separately and calling it Kutastha, Nirguna, Chaitanyam or Nirgunam. Similarly, from Ishvara also we separate that Brahman. Brahman separation means mentally, intellectually. That is also Nirgunam. Kutastha part of Jiva is Nirgunam. Brahman part of Ishvara is also Nirgunam. So OC is Nirgunam. Originally Jiva is a mixture and Ishvara is also a mixture. In this mixture, two components are mithya, one component is satyam. or two components are Vyavaharikam, one component is Satyam. Two components are reflected consciousness and reflecting medium. At micro and macro level, both are Vyavaharikam, unreal. And OC part, that is Chaitanyam part, is real. So when we say Jiva mixture, it is Sagunam. Ishvara mixture is Sagunam. When you take out that Kutastha and Brahman, both are one and the same original consciousness, Nirgunam. This we saw in the last class. That is, after that, Nischaladasa says, Ishvara, Brahman, both in Shastra, they are used synonymously. Ishvara referred to Chaitanyam plus Maya. Brahman also refers to Chaitanyam plus Maya. This is a Shastric view. Ishvara and Brahman both are not different, synonymously used. Shastric view, that is. Whatever is conventional view, Sampradaya, generally we say that he says Kachit Kataya, generally, rarely what we see and generally what we see. That he differentiates here. That is Ishvara. We have Ishvara for Saguna Chaitanyam, and we see that Brahman as Nirguna Chaitanya. This is a conventional expression. Separately, as though both are different, we see Nischaladasa or Vidyaranya in his Chaturvidya Prakaranam took this conventional expression, that is Ishvara for Saguna Chaitanyam, Brahman word is used for Nirguna Chaitanyam. But Shastric view is what? Brahman is Ishvara, Ishvara is Brahman. Because both of them are nothing but Maya plus Chaitanya. So that portion only is explained here, concluded. That aside topic is concluded. Tatha api asti ayam visheshaha. Visheshaha means a conventional view. There is a conventional view. Brahma Shabdaha. The word Brahman is Swarasataha Lakshyarthameva. Originally it is Lakshyartham only. Prayashaha Bodhayati. Generally it is Nirguna Chaitanyam only. Lakshyarthameva Bodhayati. It refers to. Then Kachit Kataya. Rarely Brahman is taken as the primary sense as Kachit Kataya means rarely. Rarely it is taken as primary meaning. Vachyarthamapi taken. Vachyartham means what? Ishvara. Similarly, Ishvara Shabda to Vachyarthameva Prayashaha. Always Ishvara Vachyartham only we take. Primary meaning generally we take. Prayashaha generally we take that Vachyartham Bodhayati. Ishvara means immediately Vachyartham we are seeing. Then Lakshyartham to Kachit Kataya. Lakshyartham, that meaning of Ishvara. Rarely it is taken Lakshyartham. Lakshyartham. Ishvara Bheda Sadbhavadeva. So Ishvara Bheda Sadbhava. There is a difference between Lakshyartham Avalambya Brahma Shabdasya Arthaha Bhinnataya Nirupitaha. So Lakshyartha and Vachyartha. What is the Vachyartha of Ishvara is the Vachyartha. Ishvara's Lakshyartha is what? Brahman. Like that, here Vachyartha Lakshyartha Drushtya. The two words are used, but both are one and the same. One is Sagunam, one is Nirgunam. These are all our expressions. That up to here we saw in the last class. Nirupitaha, established differently. As though they are differently established. Now the next topic we are going to enter 186 and 188, up to 188 that heading is given, and what are all topics comes there. Next 186 onwards it comes. It is overall the topic. Dva suparna iti shrutya jiva brahma bhedaha avagamyata iti अन्यथा कर्मोपासन विधि वैयर्थ्यमिति च शंकायाः समाधानम. We are going to reply to a possible doubt. Shankayaha means objection. Objection, shankayaha, samadhanam, reply. Reply is going to come for an objection. What is that objection? Karmopasana vidhi vaiyarthyamiti. Karma and upasana will become redundant, meaningless when Dvasuparna iti shrutya. When Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakhayo, that Mundakopanishad mantra 131, first chapter, third section, first mantra, that Mundaka mantra says Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samani Vrikshe Parishasvajate. All of you know this mantra. That mantra iti shrutya means Mundakopanishad dwara Jiva Brahma Bheda Avagamyate. What we are knowing through that? Jiva Brahma, both are different. Jiva is different, Brahman is also different. We are talking Aikyam, but how they can be one and the same? This mantra is talking differently only. Jiva Brahma Bheda, the difference between the individual and Brahman. Avagamyate, we are understanding. Jivatma, bird, is in this body tree like. Paramatma, bird, is also sitting in this body alone. Like that we have understood. Otherwise, if you say both are one and the same, suppose Jivatma is different, Paramatma is different, both are sitting in one body alone. Otherwise, if you say both of them are one and the same, anyatha. If you say both of them one and the same. First objection is Jiva Brahma Bhedaha Avagamyate. This is first objection. So we cannot accept the oneness of Jiva Brahman, number one. And if we accept Karma Kanda and Upasana Kanda, Vidhi Nishedha, all become Vaiyarthyam, redundant, meaningless. If they are one and the same, for whose sake this Karma Kanda, all rituals and all? For whose sake this Upasana Kanda, meditations and all? Jiva is not there separately. These are all irrelevant. It will become as though Shastra become redundant, meaningless. So these are the doubts, two questions, objections are there. Therefore, Jiva and Brahman cannot be the same. They have to be separate. Then only Karma Kanda will be relevant and Upasana Kanda also be relevant. So therefore, for this objection, Samadhanam, reply, Nischaladasa is going to give the reply. 186, we will read. Chaitanya bhaso bhunkte kutastho sangaha prakashate chaturvidham chaitanya muktam tatra jiva swarupantargata mithyabhuta chidabhasamshayeva punya pape krutva tat phalanubhavati na kutasthaha saha tu asangataya anandaswarupaha eva prakashate yaduktam buddhirupa vrikshe jivaha paramatma cha iti dvau pakshinau staha tatha Tayorjivaha karma phalam bhunkte Paramatma tam prakashayan naste iti Dvasuparna iti shruter arthaha iti tatra uchyate na tatra jiva paramatmano grahyo किंतु आभासः कर्मफलं भुङ्क्ते कूटस्थः प्रकाशनम् आस्ते इति प्रकाशमान आस्ते इति तस्याः श्रुतेः अर्थः ज्ञेयः. Very important point. Normally in Mundakopanishad, when we were studying, the one bird, Jiva, is on the lower branch sitting and eating the fruits. Eating fruits means the Jiva bird as though enjoying Sukha Dukkha Phalam. And Paramatma is not enjoying the Sukha Dukkha Phalam. Paramatma bird is watching the Jivatma. This is what in Moolam, when we were studying, we saw that. That is what he says. Then Chaitanya Abhaso Bhunkte. Who is in the Jiva part, Jiva is enjoying the Sukha Dukkha. When mantra says, what is the meaning? In Jiva, three components are there. Chidabhasa and medium, mind is there, and OC is there. Really, which part is the enjoyer? Bhunkte, Chidabhasaha eva bhunkte. Chidabhasa alone is the enjoyer of Sukha Dukkha Phalam. Whereas the Kutastha part of Jivatma, really it is Asangaha Prakashate. You should not take it as Paramatma, this Kutastha Asangaha Prakashate. Pashyan Abhasarupena. So like that, Chaturvidham Chaitanyam Uktam. We saw that 4 types of Chaitanyam. Tatra, in this matter, Jiva Swarupantargata Mithyabhuta Chidabhasa Amsha eva. That Chidabhasa Amsha, the portion of that RC portion of Jiva, Jiva Swarupa Antargata. So in that 3 components, in that Jiva Swarupam, Mithyabhuta, unreal, false, Chidabhasa Amshaha, RC portion is there. Really speaking, that RC portion of Jiva alone is Punya Pape Kritva. By doing meritorious actions and by doing wrong actions, Punya Pape Kritva, Tat Phalanubhavati. The Phalam, Punya Phalam, Sukham, Papa Phalam, Dukkham, Anubhavati, experience. In the Jiva, when we say Jiva, 3 are there. Really, who is that enjoying, experiencing, doing Punya Papa Karma and enjoying the Sukha Dukkha Phalam? Only Chidabhasa. That is Ahankara. Ahankara part of Jiva alone is enjoying. What about the Kutastha part, OC part of Jiva? Na Kutastha. Kutastha OC. Original consciousness is not enjoying or doing any Punya Papa, neither doing Punya Papa Karma, Kutastha, nor Kutastha enjoying Sukha Dukkha Phalam. Sahatu, that OC is Asangataya, with detachment. Ananda Swarupaha eva. Originally that OC is of the nature of Ananda. Eva Prakashate, it illumines. It is shining, it is evident. Nadatte kasyachit papam na chaiva sukritam vibhuhu. So that Atma Kutastha Chaitanyam is not receiving any papa or punya, not doing any karma. Yaduktam buddhirupa vrikshe jivaha. Yaduktam in Mundakopanishad. What is said here, he is quoting that Paingi Rahasya Brahmanam. Paingi Rahasya Brahmanam, there is one Shruti, that portion, first chapter, second pada of Brahma Sutra, 12th Sutra Visa in Brahma Sutra, first 1 to 12. First chapter, Samanvayadhyaya, and second pada, 12th Sutra of Brahma Sutra, this Paingi Rahasya Brahmanam Visa in this context. Buddhi Rupa Vrikshe, that Vriksha is compared to Buddhi. Buddhi is compared to a Vriksha. Jivaha Paramatma cha iti. Two birds like Jiva and Paramatma, Jivatma and Paramatma, both of them, dvau pakshinau staha, as though birds perching in the Buddhi Antahkaranam. Both of them are perching, residing in the Buddhi. Tayoho, both of them, Jivaha Karma Phala Bhunte. Between both of them, one is, that is Jivaha, among both, one Jiva is Karma Phalam Bhunte, enjoying the result of actions. Whereas Paramatma bird, really they are not birds, as though compared. This is the beautiful analogy of Upanishad. Paramatma tam prakashayan aste. He is illumining that Jiva prakashayan aste iti dvasuparna iti shrutehe artha. Really speaking, this is the meaning of Shruti. Paramatma aste, that kutasthaha atma chaitanyam, original consciousness, is not touching. Original consciousness component of Jiva is not experiencing or doing any action, but Chidabhasa, the Ahankara part of Jiva alone, doing. Iti tatra uchyate. If you say that Jivatma, Paramatma both are one Jivatma enjoying, another Paramatma is just prakashayati, this is the meaning. If you are taking that, there what we have to say, na tatra Jiva Paramatmano grahyo. You should not take them as Jivatma Paramatma. Two birds are sitting, one is enjoying, one is looking at it. You should not take Jivatma Paramatma, you should not nagrahyo. Then what you have to take? Kintu, moreover, but you have to take this way. Abhasaha karma phalam bhunte. That one bird, Jiva bird, Jivatma bird means Abhasa Amsha, Karma Phalam Bhunte, experiencing the results of action. What about Kutasthaha? Prakashamanaha aste. Remaining as an illuminator, Prakashamanaha. Tasyaha Shrutehi Arthaha Gneyaha. This is the meaning of that Shruti you have to take here. So Nischaladasa presents. Suppose anybody asks, wave is different from ocean, or wave is identical with ocean. If anybody asks, what is the answer? We should not answer. We have to ask from what standpoint. Wave is different from ocean from wave drishtya. Wave is different from ocean from wave drishtya. If you take wave nama rupa standpoint, it is different from ocean. Ocean is vast, wave is small, wave is impermanent. From nama rupa wave drishtya. But you look at the content standpoint, content of what? Content of wave, content of ocean. They are identical. What is the content? Content is water. Water drishtya, from the water standpoint, both are identical. Therefore, you cannot say immediately answer wave is different from ocean or identical. Namarupa drishtya bhedah. Content drishtya abhedah. Ocean and wave both are one and the same. Like that Anjaneya said, Deha buddhyatu dasoham. From body standpoint, hey Rama, I am your dasa. Deha buddhyatu dasoham. Jiva buddhyatu. From Jiva standpoint, I am part of you. Jiva buddhyatvadamshakaha. I am part of you. Visishtadvaitam. First line is Dvaitam. Deha buddhyatu dasoham means Dvaita philosophy. Jiva buddhyatvadamshakaha. From Jiva standpoint, I am the part of you. Visishtadvaita. Then third line, Atma buddhyatvamevaham. From the content standpoint, Atma buddhya, from the standpoint of Atma, Tvameva aham. You are myself, I am yourself. There is no difference. Atma buddhyatu Tvameva aham. Advaitam. Iti me nischchitamatihi. All of you know this sloka. Many times I quote. Anjaneya is Gnani, he knows. There is no problem. Karma Kanda Upasana Kanda can continue. Karma Upasana from Hankara Drishtya, Vyavaharika Drishtya, Karma Kanda is relevant. Upasana Kanda also relevant. Even Jnana Kanda also, Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda, both Upasana Kanda relevant. Purvapakshi says, but we say from content standpoint, Paramarthika Drishtya, they are not required afterwards. Therefore, there is no redundance of Karma Kanda of Veda and Upasana Kanda of Veda. From RC RM standpoint, Jiva is Sagunam, Alpagnaha, therefore is a meditator, Upasaka, Karma Upasana Kanda standpoint. So Abhasa Drishtya different, therefore Karma Kanda is perfectly fit from Abhasa Drishtya. It is right, Karma Kanda is perfectly right. Vyavaharically, perfectly right. Abheda from OC standpoint, it is not required. OC standpoint. This is the idea presented here. Look into the portion. Buddhi Rupa Vrukshe api Paramatma cha iti dvau pakshino. This is normally they take separately, but kintu last line, kintu abhasaha karma phalam bhute. So abhasa alone is experiencing the karma phalam. See, the kaputastha part of jiva is just watching, observing, sakshi chaitanyam, watching, observing, aste iti tasyaha shrutehi arthaha gneha. This is the meaning of that Shruti Mundakopanishad we have to understand. Next portion, topic 187. Chaitanya bhasa eva karma karta phaladata cha natu shuddha chaitanyam jiva swarupantargata chichaya रूपा भासांशः कर्म करोति कर्म कुर्वत आभासांशस्य ईश्वर स्वरूपांतर्गत चिच्छाया रूप आभासांशः फलं प्रयच्छति आभासः एव कर्मकर्ता आभासः एव फलदाता च अनेन अयमर्थः सिद्धः जीवस्वरूपान्तर्गत आभासांशः पुण्यपापे कृत्वा तत्फलानि भुङ्क्ते ईश्वर निष्ठाभासांशस्तु कर्मफलानि प्रयच्छतीति. This explanation we don't get any book anywhere. This is the very elaborate, in-depth vision of Nischala Dasa. Therefore, this is a very beautiful presentation Nischala Dasa gives here. We can appreciate how he is looking at the topic. Chaitanya, further the same idea he is explaining. Chaitanyabhasa eva karma karta. That Chaitanyabhasa means reflected consciousness. Chaitanya means chit. Chit reflection is called Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is the meaning of Chaitanyabhasa. Chaitanyabhasa means Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa means reflected consciousness. That alone, eva karma karta, is the doer of actions. We always hear Jivatma, Jivatma. In the Jivatma, first we have to understand Jivatma. I am the Jivatma. In that Jivatma, then I have to understand there are three components. Then I have to understand what are those three components. RC, RM, OC. Then I have to understand what is RM, what is RC, what is OC. I have to understand means the nature of RM, the nature of RC, the nature of OC. I have to study a lot to understand this triple. Okay, the triple means triad. I have to understand. Not only at Jiva level, I have to understand at micro level also, macro level also, Ishvara level also. So from Tattva Bodha onwards we start this RC, RM, OC, medium RM1, RM2, RM3. When we are listening to Tattva Bodha in the beginning, what is this RM1, RM2, RM3? To get clarity of that RM1, RM2, RM3, reflecting medium, Sthola Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, Karana Shariram. That's why one has to be thorough in Tattva Bodha. Without Tattva Bodha, primary terms, all technical terms, without that knowledge, subject is very, very vague. However much you listen, without Tattva Bodha Jnanam, Paripurna Jnanam, these are all only Shabda Jalam for those students. That's why I recommend students to be thorough in Tattva Bodha. All the way you have to remember Tattva Bodha clearly. It looks as though simple. What is Tattva Bodha? Tattva Bodha itself we have introduced that RC, RM, OC. So if you have gone through that, it is simple. This subject is very simple. Chaitanyabhasaha eva karma karta. Simple Sanskrit, you see how beautiful. Phaladata cha natu shuddha chaitanyam. So Chaitanyabhasaha eva karma karta phaladata. Chaitanyabhasa RC at micro level, RC at macro level. RC at micro level is karma karta, RC at macro level is phaladata. That he is elaborately explaining. Natu shuddha chaitanyam. Pure kutastha, pure Brahman cannot be karma karta or phaladata. Giver of results, phaladata. We are thinking, what is this giver of phalam? Who is giving? And the components, bhagatyaga lakshana, we have to do. Unless we are thorough in bhagatyaga lakshana, again there is a difficulty. So in Rama Gita also elaborately I explained about bhagatyaga lakshana. In every Upanishad we saw bhagatyaga lakshana. Natu Shuddha Chaitanyam. This is the heading. Now he is elaborately explaining the topic, this 187 topic. Jiva Swarupantargata Chitchaya Rupa Abhasamshaha. Beautiful Sanskrit, you see. That abhashamshaha, that reflected consciousness, where is this chit chaya? It is the reflection of chit. Where is it? Jiva Swarupa Antargata. It is one of the components of Jiva Swarupa. Antargata means in the three components RC, OC, RM. So one component is what? RC. RC means reflected consciousness, reflection of that consciousness, Chidabhasa. That is the name. You see Sanskrit, RC, how big name. Jiva Swarupantargata Chichaya Rupa Bhasamshaha means RC ityartha. Karma karoti, that alone is doing karma. So Jiva alone is called this Chidabhasa or Ahankara or Jiva. Predominantly we give the name Jiva to this Chidabhasa, Karma karoti. Then Karma kurvata abhasamshaha. When that karma is performed by the abhas amsha, Ishvara Swarupa Antargata Chichaya Rupa Abhas Amsha Phalam Prayachati. Who is giving phalam? Ishvara, karma phaladata. When you say, in which component of Ishvara is giving the karma phalam? See how very, very minute, subtle presentation this is. Ishvara phaladata. Ishvara is giving phalam. Ishvara is the giver of results. Always we hear which part of Ishvara is giving result. In Ishvara also there is RC, RM, OC. RM Maya, RC reflected consciousness, and OC is Brahman. In these three parts, and who is the giver of that phalam? Karma phaladata. We have never seen this topic previously. This is says phalam prayachati. Giver of the phalam is RC in Ishvara. Ishvara antargata abhasamshaha chichaya. The reflection of consciousness is called abhasa. Reflection means abhasa. Abhasa Rupa Chichaya, which is Antargata, which is in Jiva portion, in the Jiva name, Ishvara name, three portions are there. In that RC is there. Phalam Prayachati. So Jiva side, Abhasa, Karma Karoti. Ishvara side, if you take three components, Abhasa, reflected consciousness of Ishvara, gives phalam. One performs karma, Jiva side, and abhasa of Ishvara gives phalam. Jivasya abhasamshaha karma karoti, Ishvara abhasamshaha phalam dadati. Prayachati means dadati. Abhasaha eva karma karta, abhasaha eva phaladata. Beautiful presentation, you see. I am enjoying very nicely. I hope you are also enjoying. Abhasaha eva, RC alone, RC part of Jiva is karma karta. Abhasaha eva, RC part of Jiva alone is phaladata. Anena ayamarthaha siddhaha. By this presentation we have arrived at, we have established that who is karma karta, who is phaladhata. Ishvara and Jiva, both are there. Who is doing this karma in this Jiva, three components, and who is giving phalam in these three components of Ishvara. So now it is very clear. Abhasa, abhasa. One abhasa is karma karta, Jiva abhasa, and Ishvara abhasa is phaladhata. Abhasa means chidabhasa. Phaladhata siddhaha. Jiva Swarupantargat abhasamshaha. That abhasamsha, chidabhasa, which is the component of Jiva, punya pape kritva, having done lot of right actions and wrong actions, tat phalani bhunte, it is alone experiencing the phalam. Chidabhasa or Ahankara, part of Jiva, experiencing the phalam, bhayam, kopam, tapam, all phalam, sukha dukkha phalam, experiencing, bhunte. Then Ishvara Nishtha Abhasam Shastu, that Abhasam Shah, which is the component of Ishvara, Karma Phalani Prayachati iti, giving the phalam. This is Siddha. Simple and beautiful, clear expression of Nischala Dasa. First is we have to salute Nischala Dasa. I wholeheartedly salute to Nischala Dasa, the author, for this presentation. Okay. Next paragraph. Etadubhayanugata chaitanyamshena kapi vartasti jivagata chaitanyamshe karma kartrutva tat phala bhoktrutva rupa sambandha na vartate ishvaragata chaitanyamshepi na karma phala datrutva rupa sambandhosti yastu tasmin chaitanye karma kartrutva phala datrutvaadikam varnayati saha murkhaha eva yataha chaitanya mubhayatra yatra chaitanya mubhayatra api asangame ekarupam cha vartate. Another important expression. Etadubhayam ubhayanugata chaitanyamshaha. So in the now having said that abhasa alone is karma karta, abhasa of jiva is karma karta, chidabhasa of Ishvara is karma phala data. Whereas Kutastha, original consciousness, and Brahman, the original consciousness, Jiva side and Ishvara side, they are not doing neither karta nor bhokta or karma phala data. That is explained here. Etadubhayanagata chaitanyamshe, osi Jivatma and Paramatma, osi amsha. What are the names for osi amsha? Kutastha and Brahman. That osi part na kapi varta asti. There is no that discussion talk about original consciousness there in that mantra. Actually only Chidabhasa Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakhaya, there Jiva Ishvara Bheda is presented. Why one abhasa is karma karta and bhokta, another abhasa is karma phala data. That is the meaning of that mantra. We saw that Mundaka Upanishad and Bhashyam also, Mundaka Bhashyam also we saw, and Brahma Sutra also we have studied this point. Now it is very, very clear. Now, api varta asti, here there is no topic connection with the Chaitanya Amsha at all in this portion of Vasuparna. Jivagata Chaitanya Amshe karma kartrutva tat phala bhoktrutva rupa sambandha na vartate. In the Jiva part, I the Jiva lakshartha I, that is Kutastha, there is no any connection, sambandha, connection is not there. Where Jivagata Chaitanyamshe, OC part of Jiva. OC part of Jiva, in that either karma kartrutvam, doership, nor phala bhoktrutvam, enjoyership, both there is no connection, relation to me, the Kutasthahamsha, in the Jiva part. When I say I am fat, connected to what? I the Kutastha is fat or RC is fat? RC cannot be fat, OC cannot be fat, RM can be fat. When I say I am sad, I am happy, connected to what? Related to what? Neither RM nor OC, but it is related to RC. mind. Where Chidabhasa is there, Ahankara is there, it is connected. I am intelligent, that also connected to Sukshma Shariram. I am pure, I am Shuddha Nitya Mukta Swarupaha. What part of Jiva? Kutastha part of Jiva. So this is called facility. You can shift to anything when you are using the words. I'm having fear, suppose you say I'm sad. All this belongs to only emotions. Chidabhasa part. That with that only we do right actions, wrong actions. Really RM is not related. Through RM we do RC Dwara RM Dwara. Both are doing, and Chidabhasa is the main culprit. Here there is no sambandha for OC. With that Kartrutvam and Bhoktrutvam. Similarly, Ishvara Gata Chaitanya Amshaha Api. The OC part of Ishvara also. So you have to remember, this must be very clear. 3 components of Jiva, 3 components of Ishvara. Okay, you have to remember all the way, otherwise difficult. Ishvara Gata Chaitanya Amshaha. The OC part of Ishvara, na karma phala data. It is not the giver of karma phalam. Brahman is the never giver of the phalam. Phala datrut rupa sambandha na asti. That now you have to supply here. There is no connection or association or relation to that Chaitanyam part of Ishvara, OC part of Ishvara, in giving karma phalam. Siddhabhasamsha of Ishvara only giving phalam. Yastu tasmin chaitanye, in that chaitanyam, in tasmin means in original consciousness, chaitanye karma kartrutva phaladatrutvaadikam varnayati saha murkhaha eva. He is scolding now. Murkhaha, that person is a dull-witted person. Murkhaha. Murkhaha means what? Deluded person. Deluded person, that person. Who is that person? Whoever says what? Karma kartrutvam phaladatrutvam varnayati chaitanya. In Atma there is kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam, doership and enjoyership. If they are there, if anyone says they are in Atma, the Chaitanyam, he is the most deluded person in the world. Therefore, those who study Vedanta only, they can understand all these, what are all parts are there in Jiva, and what which part is doing what, and what are all portion components are there in Ishvara, which component is doing what, which component is not doing anything. All these things where you can get, only in Shastra. That's why you have to salute to Shastra and salute to Nischala-dasa, great authors. Upanishadic teachings are very difficult many times. That's why this Prakarana Grantha study is very, very important. Prasthanatrayam, Gita, Upanishads and Brahma Sutra study is Prasthanatraya Shravanam. After Prasthanatrayam, while doing Prasthanatraya Shravanam itself, while studying this Prasthanatrayam itself, I have taken many Prakarana Granthas. For what sake? For clarity. This is a Prakarana Grantha. What it is talking? The subject matter of same Prasthanatrayam. It is talking. And we get more clarity by studying this way. Okay. That's why Prakarana Granthas are also all are very, very, very important. Estu tasmin chaitanye karma kartrutva phaladatrutva connected to Ishvara, karma kartrutva connected to Jiva. Varnayati saha murkhaha eva. Yataha chaitanyam, because why he is called murkha? Because yataha chaitanyam, because chaitanyam, the consciousness, ubhayatra, in Ishvara and in Jiva also, in both of them, Ubhayatra, Asangam, both are unattached. Asangam, there is no any attachment to that Chaitanyam, because Chaitanyam is higher order of reality, and body mind complex belong to the lower order of reality. How the pictures can touch the screen? Screen is not touched by the fire in the movie. Screen is not become wet by the water in the movie. Nainam chindanti shastrani nainam dahati pavakaha na chainam kledayam tyapaha na soshayati marutaha. Therefore, asangam, ekam, ekarupam, RC, RM, one is that is RC, RM of this Jivatma is alpicient, alpagnaha, parvicient, I said. That Ishvara's RM and RC, they are omnipotent, omnipresent. What about the OC part of Ishvara and Jiva? Ekam, one and the same. There is no difference. Ekam rupam cha vartate. Ekam rupam alone. They are both are one and the same. They are not different from content standpoint. Content standpoint. Nama Rupa standpoint, RM, RC standpoint, they are different. They are different, lot of difference is there. That time you have to say Dasoham. Dasoham is also correct, Soham is also correct. If you understand fully, there is no confusion. If you don't understand anything also, no confusion. If you understand half, there is confusion. Okay, you are understanding fully. Next page. Chaitanya-matram na kopi bheda gandhosti yastu jiva chaitanya chaitanyam ishvara chaitanyad ishvara chaitanyam va jiva chaitanyad bhinnataya gamyate manyate sa vigarhaha eva bhavati तथा च श्रुतिः ब्रह्मतं परादात् योऽन्यत्र आत्मनः ब्रह्मवेद सर्वं तं परादात् योऽन्यत्र आत्मनः सर्वं वेद मृत्योस्स मृत्युमाप्नोति य इह नानैव पश्यति उदरमन्तरं कुरुते अथ तस्य भयं भवति इति. Now, Nishaladasa giving the Upanishadic support, quoting the mantras. Chaitanya matre na kopi bheda gandha asti. Even Veda Gandha means this. You cannot smell even the difference between Gandha means don't think really Gandha. Even a wee bit, Lesha matram anartham. Gandhaha, Lesha matram api Bhedaha, difference between Chaitanyam and Chaitanyam. Jiva Chaitanyam and Ishvara Chaitanyam. There is no difference. Chaitanyam Matre na kopi vedaha asti. In Chaitanyam alone there is no bheda. In RM, both RM there is a bheda. Maya is all pervasive. Human body is not all pervading. It is only limited. And RC is only that much body. How much? That much only reflected consciousness. Whereas Maya is all pervasive and RC also it is all pervasive, more pervasive. Therefore, there is a difference. Whereas in OC there is no difference. One is superior, one is inferior, one is big, one is small, one is omniscient, one is alpicient. Alpicient, there is no English word. Just we are combining alpam plus alpicient like that. Don't look into the dictionary. Yastu Jiva Chaitanyam Ishvara Chaitanyat and Ishvara Chaitanyam va Jiva Chaitanyat Bhinnataya Manyate. If anyone see that superior, Jiva Chaitanyam is inferior, Ishvara Chaitanyam is superior. Ishvara Chaitanyam is in superior than Jiva Chaitanyam. Jiva Chaitanyam is inferior than Ishvara Chaitanyam. Suppose that means OC of Jiva is inferior. OC of Ishvara compared to Jiva Chaitanyam is superior. It says Saha Vigarhaha Eva. Such a view is to be condemned. Vigarhaha Vigarhaha Vigarhyaha Eva Bhavati. That is to be condemned. Nishaladasa take the support of Upanishad. Where it is condemned? In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad it is condemned. Taittiriya Upanishad it is condemned, and Kathopanishad also it is condemned, negated and refuted. Condemned means it is not correct. That's what established there. How the mantra says, Tadhacha Shrutihi. Shruti also support me. He must be strongly condemned. Vigarhyahanadi, strongly condemned. That person who is talking about small jiva, small atma, big atma, whoever it say, that person must be strongly condemned. But by Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says that Brahmatam paradat yo anyatra atmanaha brahma veda. Here Brahma means a Brahmana, a person. A Brahmana will reject. Paradat means reject. Who looks upon the Brahmana as different from oneself. Who sees that Brahmana, I am different, he is different. From Atma Drishtiya, if he sees the different, Brahmatam paradat anyatra atmanaha. Atmanaha means oneself. Whoever sees Brahma Veda, seeing the other person. Here Brahmanaha means what? Other person. Seeing the other person as different from oneself from Atma Drishti. If you see Vyavaharika Drishti and RC Drishti and RM Drishti, you don't get liberation. There is no liberation question at all. Liberation means what? Claiming that OC am myself, RC, RM, they are my vibhuti. Like that you have to understand. That is paradat, looks upon the Brahmana as different other than oneself, from oneself. Not only that, sarvam tam paradat yo anyatra atmanaha sarvam veda. Whoever sees that everyone will reject that person. Whoever sees everyone is different, they are rejected. They are rejected. Paradat, they are rejected by everyone. Then Kathopanishad and Taittiriya we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.